Now at 11, it was an ongoing debate last year on the campus of Cleveland State University.
All you got to do is say, I'm taking my money, I'm going to another college. I'm going to where my money will be accepted and respected.
We were there when students rallied outside the law school demanding the name be changed because of former Chief Justice John Marshall's past of being a slave owner.
I really hope they do. I want them to do the right thing. I hope this is the time that they do it.
And then in November, the CSU board voted unanimously to remove the name from the school. Now, nearly 10 months later, a recommendation for a new name might be coming.
So it will be a complete turnaround.
News 5 anchor DeLon Dillard's been on this story since the debate began. He's following through tonight on why everybody may not be on board with renaming the law school so soon.
In a school where some of Northeast Ohio's brightest minds learn how to argue their case, Cleveland City Councilman Kevin Conwell is making his own case about who Cleveland State's College of Law should be named after.
It would be a complete turnaround. John Marshall was a slaveholder, but the man that fought against Jim Crow and he fought for better life for Americans was Charles Houston.
Back in November, CSU voted unanimously to remove former Chief Justice John Marshall's name from the College of Law after learning he was a slave owner. Councilman Conwell is working on a resolution to suggest Charles Hamilton Houston's name as a replacement. He is the first general counsel of the NAACP and a documented mentor to many in the legal field, including Thurgood Marshall.
Houston is pushing the principles of what Cleveland State should be about. Helping and changing lives and making lives better for people. Houston argued in front of the Supreme Court. Attorney Houston also cultivated young African Americans that went down south to fight for rights for people.
Delonte Thomas is a CSU College of Law alum and sits on the board of directors for the school's Law Alumni Association.
We just got to be careful because things will change and how we idolize imperfect humans will continue to manifest and to show itself. And that's exactly what we're seeing with Chief Justice John Marshall right now.
Thomas says CSU should not add a name and instead should focus on something a bit more important.
How we invest in Black and brown students to make sure that those students have access to equitable education and resources rather than the name.
But a current CSU law student has a different suggestion.
Honoring a Black attorney from Cleveland, I think, would be excellent. Honoring any kind of Black attorney or Black person that's contributed to the legal field would be great.
Meantime, Conwell says he plans to speak with Cleveland State's president about this suggestion and believes he will get enough support to pass a resolution.
From your perspective, why should we have someone's name be on the law school?
Number one, we had John Marshall's name on there, and that argument never was brought up at all. And people said he had a great legal mind, and you had him there, and he was a slaveholder. Why not?
DeLon Dillard, News 5.
Okay, we did reach out to CSU for comment on that proposed resolution. We were told in part, quote, there are, of course, many prominent legal figures after whom our College of Law could be named. However, following our Board of Trustees vote last year, we are comfortable with and proud of our name, Cleveland State University College of Law, at this time. News 5 is committed to following through on the stories that matter the most to you in our community. You can find a full list of our reporting on our We Follow Through section of the News 5 website and News 5 app. If you have a story you think we should be following through on, you can always email us at tips@wews.com.